And I'm back. So, whilst I had my extremely long, in-depth and relaxing break, I decided I'm going to change a few things over here. This army of 19. Where's this army of 4? You know what? No, I'm going to take the 4 and I'm going to attach them to the 12. Okay. Then I'm going to close up. Let's drag you over a province. Drag you over a province. And that should hopefully cover that. And the unit of 19. Oh, where's the 7? Ah, you got decimated, that's right. It's mostly your troops that got, you know, bopped. They were nowhere near being able to deploy any more troops. But even that, I was gonna... If this was still a full army, we didn't have this whole big cut-off and loss of troops, I was just gonna leave this front as is, take that army, or at least butcher it, and bring it down here and have it join up. But that's not gonna be the case. So, you need 5 to be back full. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to join him. You are going to join him. That was surprising. So that means your orders are going to get edited to there. And hopefully you can hold. Hopefully. We're going to crack up the back up to speed 4 and see how it goes. Time will tell. Again, it means we might lose a few provinces here, but I'm hoping between ourselves not attacking and entrenching that we will, in fact, counteract any sort of craziness that might come as a result of 50% bonus on that. It's probably worth grabbing. Is there anything we can grab here that's going to be worth doing? 22 days left, and that's still... What'll war bonds do? Consumer goods factories... fine. On pause. Again, the sooner we can clean this up, I think we can do some real damage against the Italians. State-controlled industry. That's a bunch more civilian factories for us. Now let's get another bunch. Oh, let's see now. Let's go to this guy. You can, of course, stick to that, which means these guys have full green plans. So you have 8 divisions. Oh, these are all the Belgian troops, that's right. So these 5 are definitely good to go. Actually, all these troops are good to be assigned there. That's fine. You're actually going to need a defensive line down here. Are you not going to attack? Why aren't you attacking? Please attack. And we make some headway here. The Italians are getting starved from resources. We've had a good bit of planning. Hopefully. Hopefully. Here's our reinforcements coming. It has taken them off this front. There's going to be a bit of shimming around of troops as we redeploy. May lose a province or two. But again, for the most part, everything is going to a plan. Ah, we have some unassigned divisions. That's good. So you can join. You can join him. That's fine. And join that front. Well, actually, this is actually. Yeah, it used to be good this way. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Go here. Take out this guy. And that'll be no more Italians down this way. Brilliant. And we'll have surrounded these guys. And we can pop them. And everything's great. And we just got a reinforcement just in time. Awesome. Don't want any of that. That's several gajillion years ahead. Let's get landing craft 2. And let's get the new close air support, but let's create a variant. Reliability 3, range, attack, engine. So that keeps the reliability up. So we can do range, save, and we want that one being built ASAP. You still need an attack of there. And proceed with the said attack. These Italians are disorganized, lacking in supply, and retreating. So you should be able to get this one. Soviets are pushing hard for now. We've made some headway here. We have united the German and French fronts against the Italians. And we've bopped the Italians from there, which means you need a new offensive line, and that's that. So get ready and go. Should work. In theory. That is going to be tough. It's one unit, they've got a port for supply, and they've got a lot of troops stacked there. So it's going to be a long drawn out one, but one that we should win unless they get massive reinforcements. And this is the thing I was talking about. Just the Soviets being douchebags. It's causing headaches, being a pain. Do not let them get Odessa. Getting pushed back quite a bit here. That's not good at all. We might have to take this army back straight away. In all fairness. So we're at risk of fucking losing more troops. No template for armored personnel carrier. That's fine. Better allies. This is turning into a bit of a mess. Let's go for this guy. I just want to edit this to include that. For now. What is going on here now? Let's go to 22 divisions. Edit your front line to the secondary one to include that. And you know what? Yours can include this as well. I know it widens our front, but I don't want to concede any territory to the Italians. I want to be able to push this advantage. Let's quickly do speed 5 to see if we can resolve that without causing any major issue here. Poland is starting to get eaten up a little bit, which is a concern. Okay, we are in the spot of dollar. Can we please finish this attack? Be great. And what I'm going to do then is take, I don't know, I'm going to try some sort of naval invasion, even if it sucks. Maybe just with the Belgian troops. Split the remaining forces that I have there between armies that need it. Okay, that tidied itself up a little bit. Which is, I'm more than okay with. Dive bombing has been completed. Let's get 20% of ground support. I've been ignoring the air stuff for far too long. Okay, since that major split is no longer a massive issue, let's go back to speed 5 to try and finish this off. Done and done. Right. So now we have some options. Panzer divisions. These two can go to your man. These troops can go back to this front in some capacity. Because they're proper German divisions. Let's create a new army. You're going to go there. You're going to get you as a commander. And then you're going to get a front here with an attack at Kiev. Okay. Now, this army, I'm hoping to plan a naval invasion. Let's see, we right click here, left click there. Go when ready. Blitzkrieg has been finished. Do we have, what's next in line? All infantry and motorized / mechanized recovery rate organization enables tactics overwhelming fire and planning speed is increased. 207 days to get, but I think why not? How is the war going? Italy is 24% towards capitulation. Soviet Union's not. Simple as. Right. Go. Insufficient naval superiority in the regions. I knew this was going to be a problem. In that case then... What are these? There's those... Oh, they're Belgian units. In that case then, I'm going to need to delete your orders, because we're not going to be able to do that. Let's take a look at... if we had like any ships at all over here. That's a shame. What's the air situation like? If we had some paratroopers, that'd be nice. Don't even think we have that unlocked, to be fair. So if I take a look at that, go to infantry. No paratrooper divisions. So how best to utilize this spare random unit? I think you're talking... What's that? That's French. Okay. Can we then... Okay, if we delete your orders, sir. Let's say if you plan a naval invasion from here to here? Some divisions. We lack sufficient intel to dare sending invasion through the sea. Okay, let's not do that. Let's try naval invasion from here to here. But that won't work. Some divisions, insufficient naval superiority. No, it's i.e. naval shit's not going to work. These are good troops. Let's get them a front line. Up there. An attack of there. More research. What do you want to grab? Grab those power troopers. That's a good idea. How's things over here? Ah, shit. You know what? No. You, sir, are actually going to join that guy. Let's keep paused, actually. Now, Mr. Purple 17, we're going to need to expand your front line here. That. What is going on along this goddamn front? That's just crazy. And I keep pausing and unpausing unnecessarily. Details. Extra research slot. Yes, please. Ah, Soviets broke through a little bit. That's what's causing the craziness. And they did it here too. I'll tidy it up in a bit. Can you just like go in there, take that, get rid of that little section? Great. What's our logistics like? We're down to it's improved. Don't want to touch anything down there Italian ways because that could just be a mess. What's our navy at? You're at absolutely nothing. For the most part. I know you're doing this, but I'm kind of thinking that maybe you come over here? Or do we just go with we'll go to the power trooper stuff. I don't think we're making any transport planes, but that can change. Need to move you up in the support of things. We don't have you in any stuff right now. So let's do that. And then in terms of construction, we have a pile of things being done, but we also need a shit ton more of these. It's going to be our little oil region. Okay. Okay. Get rid of that. Clean this up as quickly as possible. Could somebody please take that division, that region back? And the same here. Could someone take that? There, done. That's that tidied up. Right, improved artillery. We want to move on to possibly, I don't know. What year is it? It's 40. Still, it's still 1940. It's like the longest year in the history of like ever. What about our air doctrine? We're still researching that. Well ahead of time and all that stuff. Let's get more oil out of our synthetic refineries. And holy shit, would this front stop being torn to shreds? Right. Edit mode. Could you please tidy yourself up, people? For the love of God. Could you just do... It's the goddamn checks. Just... You know what? Let's... Hold on. Where are all the Soviet troops? Right, let's delete that. Let's give you an offensive line of here, and you go. Now, Mr. 17 Army, let's change your. Let's edit to there. Let's give you a offensive line of there and go. What's this tiny little army? What's this guy? Let's edit your front line. You still have that as your target. Go. And I think you, sir. Cancel. That's fine. I don't want to do anything else anymore. I think you can just go. Where the hell are all the Russians? Honestly. Where did all the Russians go? I know the Russians are sneaky people, like, but this is like crazy. Like, there's nobody. Did they have a plague? Unless they're planning mass naval invasions, then I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm not complaining, like, this is just... It's weird. Can someone please take Moscow, for the love of God? There we go. Right, hold on then. You need a new offensive line. Let's just go here. And, yeah. You need a new offensive line, which will be... here. You need a new... You're up here, aren't you? Yeah. You need... you know what? You don't really need a new offensive line. You do still have... You're the only one that has actual Russians on your front. But you, sir, can get rid of that one and go over Stalingrad. Yeah, you can go. I've no idea. Something terrible happened somewhere. I don't know what it is. But something happened. And I need to change your front to sort of, you know, eke out a wee bit. So hold on, how's this war going? The Soviet Union's just disintegrating? I mean, absolutely disintegrating. I'm getting some token resistance, and I don't know why aren't you, like, you know, actually doing your goddamn jobs. So, what army is this? Hello, Brian GG. Welcome to the stream. You're witnessing something that is quite baffling. We had been getting held by the Soviets for a long time here, and then all of a sudden, 0 troops. I mean, all their troops just disappeared, and I'm just sort of just marching through the center of Russia. So, yeah, that's fun. I'm wondering why your stupid armies have... Let's delete that. And that. So you don't have any orders now. Let's give you a front line of all the way here, and an offensive line that does that, and you can go. You, sir, are being held a little bit because there's actually some Soviet troops up here, and there's some Soviet troops up there. But for the most part, they just decided, you know what, let's leave the Germans, because they're not going to take advantage of nobody being on the front. Again, coming up with some pocket resistance, but it's nothing that's going to actually stop us, like at all. It's crazy. I mean, absolutely crazy. And we have the Italians pinned down here. They're just being typically Italian. But we're about to get Stalingrad. I don't understand. What happened to all the Soviet troops? Uber confused. Anyway, this is a pretty significant moment. I'm not giving Poland the land. I'll explain. I'll just give a brief overview. I'm a democratic Germany, so I've sort of led the Central European Alliance, which is due to the way this game is played out, has taken the place of the Allies. So war broke out in terms of the Soviet Union declaring war on a few countries who were allied with me. So therefore, I sent my troops to the border of, say, Poland with the Soviet Union, with the Romania and the Soviet Union, Latvia and the Soviet Union, and obviously then as I push the Soviets back, that land is technically classified as Polish, because that's the border it was attached to. For example, I've pushed into northern Italy here, but it's classified as German territory because it's the offense and the region was taken from a German province. So it's only during the war that Romania, Poland and Latvia have this, but if we take a look at the war itself, I've got 33% war contribution, which is by far the largest out of anybody in this alliance, which means when it comes to the peace settlement at the end, I'll be able to claim these provinces and take key territories. So it won't be like this the whole time. But we're about to see Poland, or not Poland, but I'm naming every country but the one I'm trying to mention. We're about to see the Soviet Union capitulate. Which I was not expecting, to be honest. Not expecting in the slightest. A few more victory points and we'll be golden. Because there's not even Soviet troops defending this territory. It's like some of their some countries that they're allied with are doing it. We'll grab that for the synthetic factory. We have now got an extra research slot, so let's research. We shall grab. Can we? Yeah, why not? We have unassigned divisions, which is quite a few now. Both those armies have 24 each. So out of these 10, we need to grab 3, 7. No. That's 25. So you can join a new army. And these guys can join said army as well. I just have no orders, it's fine for the most part. You're going to get this guy. And to be honest, I don't know where to put these or what to do with these. These can help take Leningrad. There's a front line. That was the wrong front line, wasn't it? Delete your orders. I want an offensive line here. And then you can go with you up there. Oh, you're from Switzerland? I was trying earlier on in the game, Brian, to... Oh, the Italians are pushing the French back, sorry. I was trying to flip the Swiss from their traditional staunch neutrality to join in so that I could get a bigger front against the Italians, but alas, true to themselves, they stayed neutral, wouldn't get involved. Ah well, worth a try. So you can attack. So do so. Both attack because the French are getting pushed back, but means troops have been taken off here because they now have a bigger front over there. Should probably have. You know what? No, let's get used to go here. New army. Get this guy to take charge. Front line. I want you to at least just pen these guys in. You don't necessarily get an order, but you go to move the Italian front. Done and done. Let's see how this goes for a bit. Speed 5. The Italians have stretched themselves. We have well prepared, well supplied people here, because I think, yes, we are getting on top for supply issue. Brilliant. We have air superiority. We are, yeah, well, look at that. Like, should have done this the first time round. My brother will be chuffed as fuck because this was his plan. And usually play with fascist Spain. I've been tempted to try like a fascist Spain playthrough, or even a communist Spain playthrough. It's just winning that civil war. But for the most part, I usually, like this time around, I have a democratic Germany just to try something different. Previous, I've gone with communist South Africa. I've played, you know, some of the Central and Southern American nations. I've done things like, you know, be Iran, the British Raj. I've tried the Chinese tries with the Waking the Tiger expansion. There's so much to do in this game. I absolutely love it. But yeah, fascist Spain, that's actually an interesting one. Because, again, fascist Spain doesn't get involved in the war, historically. But being fascist, obviously, have Germany as an ally and Italy. So I could imagine you could do quite a bit of damage punching into France. Open France up in 3 fronts and be able to grab a good chunk of territory here, especially in the southern region. and then being able to take that fight across to North Africa as well and grab a bunch of this territory, especially the more richer regions here, and then basically the world's your oyster. You know what, that's given me a good idea. I might be fascist Spain next time around. Never thought of playing as them, but like, let's see now how this all goes. We aren't making any real progress here now, but we'll keep the attack up. Landing craft is done, so we can we've got 50% bonuses on this stuff, but again, I'm not focusing on any sort of naval anything. I'm gonna grab that because it's the right year for it. It is February. Now we are making a bit of progress here. It's just going slow. Yeah, we'll keep that attack up as they keep stretching themselves. And then we just keep doing this. They're bound to be close to capitulating, like. So you would normally, yeah, invade Portugal and North Africa. I suppose then, declaring war on Portugal, Brian, you would have the ability then to land, obviously, here and in the South American or South African territories of Portugal as well, which gives you a bit of. Actually, yeah, with a fascist Spain, you do have quite a bit of scope to get around the world, because you're going to obviously naturally against France, which gives you claims on all this territory down here. Gives you in northern Africa. Declaring war on Portugal again gives you claims in Africa. Then being fascist and allying yourself with Germany, the United Kingdom is going to come into that, which again gives you claims here, and you could probably sew up quite a bit of Africa as fascist Spain, I'd imagine. But for now, we are democratic Germany, leading the free world. Screw America and their non-interventionist policy. We are very interventionist because we are German. And we shall see how this goes. Why did my troops land there? Goddamn idiots. Italians just keep doing that. That's fine. It's more than fine. I know France can't seem to defend itself right now, but what are we getting? That's air stuff. As soon as the Soviet Union capitulates, be great crack. See, now yous have no orders. That would be this guy. I'm going to give you a front line of down there, and you keep going. Bound to be close. 82%. They'll capitulate when they have 30 or 20% less of their victory points. We now have unassigned divisions. Why do you only have 6? Oh, these are all in the fucking water. What are you doing, you numpties? Oh, that hurts. That hurts big time. Why were you doing that? These goddamn nincompoops. That could be just, that's fresh divisions absolutely ruined by stupidness. Because France hasn't given us military access, have they? What state could I get? Huh. Could get quite a few. Okay. Let's delete your orders, because that's a mess. Yous are screwed. So, we've got some tanks here. We got anything else being recruited? Ready to deploy. 16 divisions of them. Logistics is starting to come out on the good side of things. Got some medium tanks, medium tank destroyers. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. But to be fair, this has gone and screwed up. You have messed everything up, you goddamn idiot. That's garrison, Munich, and that'll do. See if any of these troops can survive. I don't think so. They're pushing the Italians back, but they are gaining quite a chunk of territory in France. Hopefully the French can, you know, pull their finger out and defend. Brian, I am from Ireland, sunny Ireland, currently broadcasting live from just outside Belfast. But yeah, Ireland. County Tyrone to be specific. Oh, the Italians are crumbling. Russians have crumbled. Again, starting to get some pocket resistance up here. There's actually quite a few Soviet forces along this border, but again, why haven't we taken them to attack that goddamn scumbag? Here, Finnish troops, help, please. We're about to cut off these Italian troops, which is a good thing. German troops are helping a little bit. Yeah, crush these guys. Good advanced oil processing done. We'll get the extra rubber as well because we're going to need it. Planes available in reserve, resistance occupation, that's in Spain. There's justification of war goals. It's the Kingdom of Hungary is justifying. Are you serious? They're in our faction! What are you doing? I've tried playing as Ireland, Brian, but the issue with Ireland is fuck all natural resources. And of course then, being such a tiny nation with no resources, completely locked by the ocean, so you have to do something with the navy, which includes needing a lot of goddamn oil. You never really end up with any sort of ability to create any sort of major impact. So I'm always left with, you end up doing nothing. So whenever the Kaiserreich mod comes out for the latest patch, the Cornflakes patch, I'm going to download it, load that up, and if you don't know what that is, it's a mod based on an alternative history where Germany won World War I. So as a result, you don't get the stereotypical Allies axis of World War II because those countries just don't really exist for that to happen. So unlike this game where, for example, if you were Colombia and you were declaring war in Panama, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, and just having a nice peaceful time declaring war on tiny nations that have nothing to do with anybody else, eventually the Allies would declare war on you for contributing too much to world tension, essentially. You're just as bad as the fascists, even if you're not fascist, you're communist, whatever. But with Kaiserreich, you have the ability to do that. You can wage all the tiny little wars you want and not be impacted by the entire weight of the Allied forces coming down on you at some point. So Kaiserreich, I'll be Ireland in it and try and forge some sort of a Irish empire. I've already thought about it in depth many times before. I would probably try and take the likes of Iceland and a few sort of, probably Greenland as well. Then probably launch some sort of small naval invasions, get key resources here and there. Especially some of the islands out here that have a ridiculous amount of rubber. Because that way then I could just... The main thing is getting the resources. And then being able to build an army that you could do something more with. It'd be a very long-term game. You wouldn't be declaring any major wars in the first few years. You're definitely building towards some late-game maneuvers. But again, that's only because the mod gives you the opportunity to do that. Now, back to this. I'm going to get you to have a little... oh yeah, delete orders. I don't want you to garrison anymore. I want you to... do that. And... offensive line there. Attack. Come on. How are the Italians holding up? They're holding up okay, but I imagine when we take a few more of these, especially the likes of Rome, they are going to fold so fast. This is just crazy. I can't believe the Soviets just disappeared. These guys are going to need new offensive lines soon. What's that? Naval combat, air superiority stuff. Keep pushing towards Rome, folks. Let them focus on their little French push. At the end of the day, it's going to cost them big time. There's a lot of divisions here, I do realise, but here, hold on, you know what? You, sir, be line for no, I want you. Used to, yeah, that'll do. Shift click, go for Rome and Anzio. Japan declared war on the Philippines, that's okay, I think. As long as Japan don't declare war on me, then I'm good. Go on, keep going. If you can take Rome. That's a big blow to the Italians. Right. So, Yugoslavia wants to send us 9 divisions. Belgium, Kingdom of Hungary wants to send... Yeah, Belgium wants to send 3 divisions, that's great. There's justification for war goals, that's fine. We've got 3 military factories. That's beautiful. We are very short on these, so let's grab them. No, we don't want more of it. Actually, we don't really need more field artillery. We've got 8,000 something in reserve. What we are short on is light tanks. So let's get some more light tanks. Do we have a variant? We soon will. Main gun engine, reliability, armor, reliability, and save. So we get the light tank Leopard A. Let's bring that up to here. Let's give you a full whack. And I know it doesn't make sense to change the production of this, but it doesn't make sense to create any efficient tanks either. Soviet Union, you not capitulated yet? All these armies need bloody orders. Well, you don't, because the Soviets are causing a mess up here. Why aren't you doing anything? Did I not assign you to like a front? Okay, let's change that. I could have swore it did. Anyway, let's get front line. Yeah, let's do that. With an offensive line somewhere in the middle of Siberia, and you can go when you're there. You've got your orders. You have orders, and I'm going to amend them by sending you all the way over here. Don't think you're going to need it, but why not? You can go. Okay, one assigned divisions. That would be some of these guys. Let's just get a new army. Let's join that. There's some light tanks and stuff. Rommel can take charge of that. And you're going to just get a mini front 4 now of here. Because why not? Go in ready. Available planes in reserve. We are lacking in air superiority here. So what land are you taking after the war? Well, Brian, the issue I have is that I'm a democratic nation. So after the war, I'm probably going to be faced with the option of taking Japan, because they're fascist, and cleaning up Italian stuff here. And I think that'll probably do it for this run, because I don't know if all this pieces out, maybe there's no world tension, therefore as a democratic country I don't know if I have much scope for declaring war on people. But for the most part, what I aim to take is a lot of, let's just take a wee look at the resource map. Things like the oil from this, all the sort of regions around the, Stalingrad and that stuff, just all the valuable ones. To sort of counteract any deficiencies I have, especially in regards to oil. As you can see, quite a bit of steel and chromium and tungsten to have over here. I'm not sure where else would be worth grabbing. Quite a bit of steel up at this neck of the woods. So basically, I won't have any sort of continuous, nice big German land printed across the world, but I'll have pockets of little Germanys where there's key resources. And after that, yes, I may take Ireland. If I have to invade... Actually, if I could find a way to invade the United Kingdom, I might consider that. But we'll see what happens after the war is over. It's not over yet, so I'm not going to count this done. So yous don't have any... What are yous doing? Let's get yous flying over here. Doing all that lovely stuff. Fine. Yous aren't doing anything. So you can... can you redeploy to, like, here, please? Let's get you redeployed. And... yeah, I think that'll do. If you just deploy here, do your missions. Lovely. And we do have planes in reserve. We'll worry about them in a bit. Because once again, folks, Soviet Union's about to capitulate. I'm so excited. It's crazy. Why aren't you all attacking? Attack! Go! You can attack as well. Everybody attack! Don't know what I'm going to do with these guys afterwards. I'm just not expected to go like this. If I'm being perfectly honest. Not at all. We're still working our way through some of our national focuses, and we are absolutely hammering these guys. Rommel's little army here doesn't have any orders. So the Italians are causing headaches over here. So let's give Rommel a front of that with an offensive line of chase the Italians through Spain. And you, sir, can just join Rommel's army. Who is on this? Who cares? The Italians are done for. We still have unassigned... Oh, what? Oh, these are the tiny little things that were given to us by other people. I really don't care. If we had unassigned divisions here, that'd be different. Well, you're about to be finished. You can come help on the Spanish stuff. Finally got paratroopers, not that we need them at the minute. Sort of surpassed them. Bit ahead of time, but we'll grab these now. Right, this army has no orders. Let's get you over here. There, hopefully. Don't do anything stupid. And get you assigned to there. Yeah, you can go. Italians made a big mistake. Simple as. They're bound to be well toward capitulation now as well. Yeah. So Soviet Union. Ah! I was not expecting this. It's crazy. Crazy turn of events. I think something's just happened. Okay, folks. Okay, right. Let's do this. Fall of Leningrad. Leningrad, the former capital of the Russian Empire, has been occupied by Finnish forces. With a population of over 3 million, the city has nearly as many inhabitants as all of Finland, but this fact has evidently not deterred the Finnish attackers. There is some debate as to whether the city should be integrated into Greater Finland, since Ingrid Finns makes up a considerable minority in the regions outside the city. This is clearly a whatever event for Finland taking Leningrad. But we took Leningrad. Soviet Union has capitulated. Conrad, blah blah blah, has announced that the cowardly Soviet nation could no longer withstand the pressure from the overwhelming presence of German forces throughout their country. The Soviet government chose to flee the country and has gone into exile. Their main forces have capitulated, and Germany is now in control of their home area. Though war against what remains of the Comintern continues elsewhere, this is a great victory for all of the Central European Alliance. So we have given some shit stuff, but time to take some territory. Okay. See, we need 6,000 something to take all territory. Republic in Spain, take all. We can't do that. So if I pass this turn, is anybody taking anything? Don't think so. I have 2,400 points. Poland is going to grab some shit. I want resources. I want this. Take Azerbaijan. I want that. That. I might as well take that. I want everything that I can grab. Again, sort of just trying to keep some sort of coherent territory, but whilst also grabbing as many of these resources as possible. So what does that currently take us to? I have no idea. Oh, I can't go below the score of the next participant. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Kursk. We could do that. Okay, and turn. So what is Poland taking? I'll pass this one. And let's see if we can grab any other decent resource territories. Could grab like that. Just for the lols. Let's see, is there anything in Spain we can grab? Probably that. Still that. So, and turn. Fine. I'm gonna want to grab that. And that. See if we can get some sort of coherent landmass going here. And turn. Okay. You know what, let's clean this up. Again, I'm just stoked that this has turned out pretty well. Let's clean up these tiny, crappy regions. Mainly because it makes my name bigger. We do want that for the resources. Can't do this. Let's get rid of the crappy regions for now. Because I want the ones that are actually worth something. Okay. and turn. You know what might be worthwhile? No, let's grab Leningrad. Is anything else got resources? Resources, please. Don't care about anything else. May as well join you up. Don't think anything else is. Ooh, Mongolia. And anything else really worthwhile around here? That and that. Can't grab those. Okay, and turn. I don't really want to take those. I won't take that either. But I would like the fronts with Afghanistan and shit. So, and turn. Let's pass. May as well grab those. Can we just like grab everything that's left? So far, yes. Let's take that. And that. Anything up here still worth anything? Not really. Again, I'm probably going to release a lot of this stuff. Anything left? I can just take all of Spain, I think. Enter. I think that's it, people. Done. Pause. Because holy shit. Okay. Okay. Poland took 4 states, Germany took 93, Mongolia was annexed, the Democratic Party has been put in power in the Russian Federation, and Spain is back in existence. Italy we're still at war against. We have a shit ton of military factories, people. Okay. I did take most of Spain. It's now the rest of it's democratic, so I'm not sure what we can do with that. There's just so much to sort out. It's crazy. Let's get them fully being made. Full stacks of everything, people. Because I have all the military factories. All of the military factories. So it's time we start stacking these in 5s. Yeah. That'll take up everything. So we just stack the 5s so that we know what's going on. A lot of damaged military factories, don't get me wrong, like, but military factories nonetheless. We have free dockyards. Let's crank up the convoy stuff. And we may as well start. We have submarines and destroyers. Let's get another set of submarines on the go. Full stack of them. We have no template for armor personnel carriers. We'll get around to that. Missing equipment, fine. Unread naval battles, naval blah blah blah. Unassigned divisions, decisions. Insufficient resources, resistance to occupation in like everywhere. And we are at war with the Italians, who are about to capitulate. Whew. Here, leave my hat alone. To be honest, I think it's the reason why everything went well this time. Right, so we've got big chunks of the thing. The thing being the world. And what are we going to do with it? What can we do with it? More to the point. But I shall decide that in a bit. because I am well overdue a break, so I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. See you then.